What's going on, everybody? So we're gonna just jump right into it, man. Rob Parker predicted that it would either be a sweep of the Cavaliers or they would win one game, which is a gentleman's sweep. And as we've seen 2 games thus far, and the one thing that I can tell you is that the Cavaliers are completely outmatched, even with LeBron. And that's not to take anything away from LeBron, but he needs, like he said earlier in the season, more help. And this is what I have to make you guys understand. Rob Parker is absolutely correct about the fact that the Golden State Warriors are leaps and bounds a much better team. You can't add an MVP, an Olympian, all kind of stats that Kevin Durant has to a team that already won 73 games and not expect this. LeBron doesn't really have that other guy. Now look, this is my disagreement that I have with Skip Bayless on Undisputed. When he brings up Kyrie Irving is a great player, but people have to remember, without LeBron James, they were getting more #1 picks. So when you look at the fact that this team that they're playing right now, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, you can name any superstar. Nobody ever had to play against a team like this. And I actually tweeted yesterday, I just realized that they were playing the Dream Team. This is completely ridiculous. And Rob Parker still blames LeBron for making it possible. Because in his mind, because LeBron is the leader of this generation, if he doesn't leave Cleveland to go to Miami, this doesn't happen with Kevin Durant. Now, I can't absolutely believe that because the Boston Celtics, even though Paul Pierce is running off at the mouth, he stayed there, and Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen came there. Rondo, all them boys, and they put together that team that beat the Lakers. So it wasn't as if LeBron is just, he's iconic. So whatever he does is going to be that much more important. And I just think that people are pushing that under the rug. So let me just say that before I continue to go on, because Rob Parker's prediction is probably going to be somewhat correct. But we have to understand, I can't blame LeBron for other guys doing it when it was already done, recently before him. That's all I'm going to, I'm just going to make sure that we say that. And also, this doesn't take away from LeBron's legacy, in my opinion. Let me just say something, bro. I don't care what great player you have or whatever team they had, even the Chicago Bulls. People will argue probably with Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, the '96 Bulls, that they would beat this team. I would have to argue no. You're looking at a team, everybody on the team, including their wives, can shoot threes. Look, you can't make a mistake. You can't make a mistake. How can you play against a team where if anything that you do that's wrong, it's immediately costing you points? I've never seen anything like this. Klay Thompson is supposed to be a defender, but he's coming down banging threes from every angle. Iguodala is coming off the bench shooting through. Listen, let me just let you guys understand something. Kevin Durant going to Golden State, that's what ruined the NBA. I don't know if you can say that LeBron James did because they still lost to the Mavericks. You see what I'm saying? Like, if their team was so powerful, remember, this is where I have a disagreement with Rob Parker when he says that LeBron James ruined the NBA. Because if you look at the Miami Heat record, look, overall, it's like the same thing regardless. It's a superstar going to another team with superstars. I get that. But if you look at these teams, you cannot compare the Miami Heat to the Golden State Warriors. But you can say that LeBron leaving had a lot to do with the outcome of other athletes picking up and leaving. You know what I'm saying? In their prime. This team is unbelievable. I sat there and I watched this and I was disgusted. And I can't really say I'm a full-fledged NBA fan, but I do watch the playoffs. I'm NFL all day, but I definitely always watch the playoffs and the finals. And I can tell you this much. It's not the same thing. I can understand why Rob is upset. You're talking about a man that's been covering the NBA since what? I think, what did he say? In the 80s. So he's seen a lot of dynasties. He's seen a lot of different things. And, people bring up the Shaq and Kobe. Obviously you have Robert Horry. You have Derek Fisher, who just got arrested for a DUI. I don't know what that guy's doing. But you've had different culmination of teams. I've never seen anything like this Golden State Warriors team. This is by far so unbelievable. And if you know what's funny about all of this, they had to put together all of this to beat one man. That's why this can't take away from LeBron's legacy. I don't care what anybody says. Every time I watch LeBron play, I can't believe he's a basketball player. That dude should definitely be in the NFL. It doesn't make any sense. And just to think that this man is probably going to break every record of every superstar that you ever loved, if you're an old school guy, that has to hurt. And I think that that's what brings in a lot of animosity towards LeBron James, because the dude is great. You can't argue his greatness, but you also can't argue that there has never been another team like this that any of these guys that you're gonna bring up have gone against. The Golden State Warriors is a freaking God-stacked team. They were juggernaut. Bruh, if you make one mistake, the ball is getting tossed out as a three. It's guaranteed. It's not like it's something that is gonna be like, oh yeah, bro, he's gonna miss it. These guys are shooting threes from outside the stadium, bro. What do you want LeBron James to do? This dude put the team on his back. And like I was getting back to Kyrie Irving, in my opinion, Kyrie Irving, I don't know why people are acting like, oh, this dude is... Yes, he has handle. Yes, he can make moves to the basket. He's not a guy like the way that Jordan had Pippen. I don't know what you guys are talking about. LeBron James is the greatest player in the world, bro. He doesn't have a guy that's nearly as good as what Scottie Pippen was. And Scottie Pippen doesn't get enough credit. That's where I start to disagree with a lot of these, aficionados and these pundits that just start saying whatever they want. LeBron James doesn't really have that great number two. Kyrie Irving is not Scottie Pippen. And the guy goes out and just does whatever. He's doing the most ridiculous things throughout the game. His turnovers don't make no sense. That's not how they played with the Bulls. Jordan had guys with him that you knew what they were going to get every time. Tristan Thompson is not Dennis Rodman. Look, I would be able to argue with someone if they wanted to say the 96 Bulls would be able to beat this team, and we could probably talk about it all day long and try to figure out, what would happen. The one thing I will tell you is Michael Jordan would probably come down the court every time and just shoot the ball. He doesn't give a F. LeBron James is not that type of player, so you can't expect that. And even with what was going on with his team, he put the ball on the court and went to the rack and did everything he could. But at the end of the day, what is he going to do if his teammates don't help and don't perform the way they're supposed to? What the hell is Kyle Korver doing just turning around and shooting the ball, not even looking at the rim? He made some ridiculous decisions. Look, Kyle Korver is no Steve Kerr. There's just so many things. Not even a goddamn BJ Armstrong. Look, when you start talking about these old vintage Bulls teams, keep in mind, Scottie Pippen, where is LeBron Scottie Pippen? You can say whatever you want to say about LeBron James. You can't take nothing away from what this man has been able to do, coming straight out of high school. You could say he ruined this, he ruined that. He didn't ruin anything. All he did was chase his dream. And he went to a team that wasn't, bruh, Dwayne Wade wasn't winning anything. What did Dwayne Wade, what did he do before LeBron got? I think he got one, but he got it with Shaq. Did he get it with Shaq? Did Dwayne Wade ever win a ring without having Shaq? I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments. I don't think so. But every superstar player had someone there. Kobe Bryant, when Shaq left, he wasn't doing nothing. He needed Paul Gasol and another big man. You guys need to start to understand something. You could hate as much as you want. You could try to discredit him as much as you want. Listen, I know LeBron James will, when it's all said and done, will be the greatest player ever to play the game. I don't care about Jordan going 6-0 and all kind of stuff. Jordan never had to face anything like this, ever in his life. And Jordan was getting first rounded before Scottie Pippen got there. So we all know everybody needs help. But in this case, you can see why LeBron James is saying he needs more help. Kyrie Irving, if he's going to keep playing like this, bro, the Cavaliers are getting swept. If this guy Kevin Love is going to be running around like a total douche, they're getting swept. If J.R. Smith starts another game, I'm going to freaking go and start bashing my head against walls. That guy sucks. What is his name? What is that guy? Is it Deron Williams? Whatever his name is. The guy that they brought in from the Nets. He sucks. The team is filled with a lot of players that suck. So you can't get mad at LeBron James. That's all I'm saying, bro. You can't take away from his credibility because other guys are not playing their part. It's a team sport. Unless you're talking about Michael Jordan. Everything is always depicted upon whatever Michael Jordan would. Bro, that was his era. He's done. What we're looking at right now is wild and ridiculous. An MVP being sent to another team with a two-time MVP and an all-time defensive player of the... Listen, man. I don't want to hear no BS. All I'm here to tell you is that Rob Parker's prediction may be correct, but I don't agree with all the other things that he had to say about LeBron ruining the NBA and stuff like that, but I do respect his position on this situation. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, share. One love.